Hey you guys, it's Koyaku back. The first two videos are up now of me, the part 1 and part 2 about socializing. I also just wanted to tell you, you can take the advice, but you know, it's not a set thing that you have to go by. I mean, you know, they're not rules, they're just tips, and they're what's worked for me. So if they don't work for you, then I'm really sorry, but you know, I'm not going to be held responsible for anything that goes wrong. It's just what I think works for me anyway in my situation. You know, I don't know what situation you're in. I only live one life, you know. I'm not living a million different lives. I don't know a million different situations that you can be in, but what I've dealt with, that's how I would deal with it. Also, a little bit of news. The Super Amazing Action Project had their first fundraiser this Friday, today, the 22nd of March. So we did a bake sale, me, Sakashi and Quinn. We got marshmallows and we dipped them in chocolate. We put Smarties on top. We made cupcakes with little messages. Sakashi did little messages on them like, "You're really cute," or "Smile," or "Rar." She did so many rars. They were so cute, and little smiley faces, and people loved those. They thought they were adorable. We did ones with like white icing and you know, those little chocolate stars you can buy. I can't even remember what they were called, but they were my childhood, and we put them on. We did M&Ms and Smarties and buttons. We did little buttons standing out of the icing, and Quinn made these really nice ones. They had butter icing and flake crumbled on top. I had one of those. Oh my god, you guys, you have to try them. Look up a recipe or something. Make sure you don't go onto a weird website though that gives you some crummy recipe that just gives you food poisoning. Hey, more internet safety with Koyaku. Is this just going to be like every video I'm just going to give you weird tips on how not to, you know, die from the internet? Okay, yeah, that was depressing. Never mind. But yeah, we sold most of them. I think we actually sold all of them. We also had chocolate chip cookies, and they were a big hit. People came back. I mean, people took one and then they came back and bought like 4. So that was amazing, and I was so happy that people were buying them because it was for a good cause, and we got out of class a little early to set up the little stall, and we were working all break. We worked for a half an hour straight just selling cakes and stuff. So thank you to anyone who bought one. I'm not even sure if you're listening to this, but if you are, I'm that person that was selling stuff. We raised about €90, maybe €100, and that's pretty good for 3 people. You know, 3 14-year-olds doing a small TSP project. It's pretty cool for our first fundraiser. We're going to try and do more things like that. Maybe not a bake sale because, you know, we don't want everyone doing the same thing over and over again. We wouldn't make any money like that. So we're trying to come up with different ideas. If you have any ideas on how we could do that without, you know, scamming people, because we want to do this in a genuine way. We want people to want to donate to us too. But we will need ideas. We will need a lot of brainstorming. Okay. Well, the main topic today is motivation. It's kind of motivation. It's kind of like inner strength, where you can get your inner strength from. And honestly, oh my god, it's gonna be really hard to say. It's hard to word this, to say this. It's hard to find inner strength and hard to get confidence in yourself and knowing the difference between aggression and assertiveness. I'm having trouble with that at the moment, aggressive and assertiveness. I'm trying to be assertive, but I think I'm being more aggressive than I should be, so I'm going to try and tone that down. But finding inner strength. I have only in the last week I have found confidence, like stable confidence in myself. You know, I found it in this band called Black Veil Brides. I was watching a Brian Stars interview. I don't know if you guys watch those, but they're hilarious. Oh god, look them up. They're very well. Okay, look them up if you're like if you know, they're PG-13 basically. So, you know, if you've got sensitive ears, then don't, if you don't like swearing and weirdness, then don't look them up. But if you do like that kind of thing, he interviews a lot of bands, a lot of different artists, and it's on a more personal level, and they get asked the most ridiculous questions, like what is the weirdest animal in the wild or whatever, and oh my god, you get the funniest answers. But anyway, that's completely off topic. I was watching one. I was watching one for Sleeping with Sirens. I was watching one with Kellen Quinn, and it came up at the side, or no, it came up at the end. He was like, "Hey, I'm Brian Stairs, and I just interviewed Black Veil Brides," and I saw Andy Bierzak, and I was like, "Oh my god, his makeup is amazing! Oh my god, his hair and his makeup, it's really cool. It's like skeleton kind of, and his skin is painted black, so he looks really slim. Like, yeah, he is really slim anyway, but it made him look even slimmer, really like bony and stuff. And I thought, oh, that's really, really cool. But I wasn't exactly sure what kind of answers. I was also, what kind of answers he would give, because this is gonna sound really weird, but the way you get a first opinion of someone. It's not exactly judging them, but you're trying to size them up, so you know how to talk to them, and how would you phrase things around them, and if you're going to be really formal or informal or whatever. So when I saw his makeup, and he looked terrifying, to be honest, at the first glance, I was interested, but I was also really cautious, because I didn't know. I just, you'd be wary of someone who looks like a skeleton. But anyway, I clicked on it, and some of the answers he gave, oh my god, I was amazed at how deep they were, and I was kind of ashamed of myself for presuming that he wasn't going to give good answers, but he did. He gave amazing answers. I might put one in here. But he gave, oh my god, I just loved it, and I got really, really interested, but then obviously I had to stop watching them because the interviews can be pretty long. But then for a week I watched all the 6 interviews he's done with Black Veil Brides, and all of the band members, they have so much to say, and it's a lot of it is really, really deep and meaningful, and it means something, and you can relate to it, and even if it's only on a small level, you can, and that they mean these things. And then I went onto their Facebook page, and they have 9 albums with all the fan art, and they have another separate one with pictures of fans who have put on the makeup of their favourite band member. And I just, oh my god, they care about their fans. It's so personal. It's like they said, it was like a community more than a band. They're called the Black Veil Brides Army, is what their fans are called. And I wanted to be a part of it, so yeah, I bought their albums on iTunes, and it's really rare that I like songs more than artists, but with these guys, I liked all of their songs, every single one. I haven't found a song by them that I haven't liked yet. Especially I like their song Savior and Set the World on Fire, and In the End. I love those. I love those songs. I wake up to those every morning. I set my alarm for those, and even though it's screaming and stuff, well, not all of it is screaming. He's got this really nice gravelly voice. But the band is made up of Jake, Jinx, Cece, Andy, and Ashley. They're all guys, and they're just the sweetest things. And they all have different personalities. There's a wide range of personalities, but then they're all really good friends too. But I found strength in what they said, if that makes sense. I found it's almost, the way you're human, and you need comfort, okay? You need to know what you're doing and where you are, and you need labels. I hate labels in some senses, but there has to be something certain in life, or we're just gonna, there's gonna be chaos. We're not gonna know what to do and stuff like that. We're gonna be completely, if there weren't rules, everyone would just do what they want. You know, there would be, like, no one would do anything. Everyone would just, you know, sit back and relax, and just no one would work, and we wouldn't be able to get food, and we wouldn't be able to have electricity or Wi-Fi. The thought